This week we are in the Gulf Savannah region and drive deeper into the Savannah Plains. We are in our happy place, immersed in the Queensland outback, a vast, dry and rugged landscape. The natural beauty of this remote, isolated region gives us a sense of adventure and freedom. We are on our way to Forsayth, in the heart of the Etheridge goldfields. Turn the caravan on, Steve.
I think so. Gravel road.
Gravel road coming up.
Yeah.
Equals dust.
Equals dust. I'll pull off here.
Alright.
Just turn it on.
Jump out and turn it on. Look at that, big hunk of quartz. It's full on gold country out here, full on gold country. I'll just turn the caravan on. Away she goes. Right. This is gold country and cattle country. Okay.
Our first taste of little corrugations.
The old Forsayth lockup. Every town's got a lockup.
I didn't do it. I promise,
you
officer.
did.
I didn't do it.
Get back out of here.
Whatever it is, I didn't do it.
So this is the Forsayth lockup. And it's interesting because the jail cells became non-operational due to modern prisoner and police requirements in 2009. Don't tell me this was still used up until then.
And imagine being locked up in this wooden box in summer.
Gold was first discovered here in 1871. Prospectors flocked to this town and were able to find gold nuggets on the ground without the need for expensive equipment and mining. By the late 1890s, a number of copper deposits were discovered in the area, which led to a rail link being built, and the town became an important ore loading facility and centre for miners. So this was the first ore train from Charleston to Chillago. This train was made in Ipswich in 1939.
That car
Yeah.
used to have wooden wheels on it.
Oh.
Put steel wheels on it and use it to do the cattle run. No, the mail run to the cattle stations.
Oh, so it was a mail cart to the cattle stations. Oh wow, look at that. Can you imagine that, sitting in that, it would have been going along dirt roads.
Yeah, have a look at the seat. And the
Oh.
roads wouldn't be as good as they are now.
This is a soft drink machine.
Oh, really?
This soft drink bottling and corking machine was used at the old Goldfields Hotel. Oh wow. Soft drink machine. This is the Goldfields Hotel, post office and general store, and pretty much anything else you need. I'm going to find Steve. There he is. Nice pub.
There's some rock display just in there.
Look at that. I'm having a pot of Goldfields beer.
So it's a good idea what they've done here. Just all the post office, the pub, the grocery store, it's all in one building.
One building.
Easy to maintain. They've just got to look after one building.
Yep, it's very condensed into one. So we're staying at the Forsayth Tourist Park. That's us right there in the corner.
Plenty of shade.
Yep.
Power and water.
$30 a night.
Perfect.
They've got good amenities.
Yeah.
But there's a couple of resident snakes in there.
Snakes. Harry and
Sally and Harry.
Sally and Harry.
They're brown tree snakes.
Called night tigers, apparently.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah. Called night tigers.
They sleep somewhere during the day.
And at night they come out to get the little vermin,
Geckos and
frogs and all that sort of thing.
And that's where they live, in the toilets. They've got a little water dish.
Yeah, they've got a water dish up on the divider wall. There's a water dish up there with Harry and Sally written on it. Harry and Sally's water.
Yeah, so
I had looked for them, I couldn't see them.
a couple of pet snakes. They're not venomous.
So they're mildly venomous, but I still wouldn't want to get bitten by one.
No. Two resident snakes, Harry and Sally, brown tree snakes, also known as night tigers, can be seen late at night in our amenities looking for a feed. During the day, they probably hide up in the rafters up there somewhere. So today we're going to do a day trip from here, and we're going to go to Copperfield Gorge. We're going to have a look there and anything else that's on the way. Yeah, see if there's
anything else on the way as well. We'll have a bit of a look at. So.
Yep, so it's going to be a little bit of a big day. We're going to leave Yummy in the caravan. He's in the aircon because it's pretty hot here now.
Yeah.
So.
I think we've been getting about 37s, haven't we? About 37?
Something like that.
37, 36.
We might even go for a swim.
Possibly.
We'll try.
Possibly.
All right, so come along with us and we'll see what we get up to. Okay, we've been stalking down a gold detector on the way to Copperfield Gorge.
Tailgating him.
Yeah. Hang on, I'll put you in the camera too, in the picture. So he pulled off the road onto a dirt track. So we followed him.
And he stopped at a gate.
And we got out of the car and had a chat to him. We sussed him out and said, "Where are you off to, mate? We know you're out there hunting for gold." So he told us where he goes and what to do. We have to pay $10 to the lady at the caravan park, and good to go. So we're actually going to go out with him tomorrow morning.
Yeah, follow him out, so because he's been here and he knows the places to look.
Yeah. So how's that? You really do have to talk to random people.
Yeah. Got to ask people. Got to talk to people.
Got to talk to the people, the like-minded people. So that's the plan for tomorrow. So look at this countryside. This is Copperfield Gorge. And it's really just at the town of Innesley. You can walk to it from the town.
Yeah.
And the town consists of a pub, I think, and that's about it. A couple of houses.
That's about it. Yeah.
Not much here. bit scary. It's quite high up here. But look at that. I feel like I'm on another planet, like on the moon or something. It's really different. I guess it's all very volcanic. It's a really different landscape. Copperfield Gorge stands as the remains of a prehistoric lava flow that originated from a volcano long gone. The creation of the gorge is through gradual erosion carried out by the Copperfield River, carving a pathway through the basalt layer. So we're just soaking up all the information in the tourism pavilion, and they have these dotted all over this area in all the towns. So I've just learnt that Innesley, just reading it, Innesley, they extracted copper, gold, silver and lead in this area. So we're going to go and have a look at the old copper smelter now. You ready, Steve?
I am. Do it.
Go and check it out. I've got a good idea.
What's that?
Well, we should go to the last standing pub in Innesley and have a beer.
Ooh.
What do you reckon?
Well, now you've got my attention. Well, I think we've got to go to the smelter first because I don't think the pub's quite open yet. I don't know what time it is.
Probably not.
But we'll go to the smelter first, have a look at that, and then we'll go to the Rubbity and get some liquid refreshment.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Innesley Copper Mine and Smelter was the first base metal mine in Queensland and the first mine in the rich mining province of North Queensland. It was the only copper smelter on the Etheridge mining field and became one of only 3 base metal mines owned by the state during the state enterprises period. This is the view from the smelter. Not bad.
Into the gorge.
Yeah. The Innesley Hotel is the sole survivor of the 5 hotels that were once in town. Well, after spending another day in Forsayth, scrounging around in the bush trying to find more gold, we failed miserably. So we decided to pack up the next day and we headed off to Croydon. Morning everybody. So today we are at Croydon and we're doing our usual thing. We're walking around the place and checking it out. I know what this is. This is a poppet head. I learnt that at Charters Towers. And that's a kibble. It's picking up all the ore out from the shaft.
That's the winch, obviously, and that would have had some sort of steam engine driving that small shaft there with the small gear on it.
Yeah.
To obviously winch up the stuff from underground.
Oh yeah, there's the cable there.
Actually,
there you go.
actually
Yeah. Oh, you're wrong.
Yeah.
What was it then?
The piston's in it. It drives itself. There's your piston on each side.
So no steam engine.
Well, this is the steam engine. This is it.
Oh, okay.
So that piston drives that shaft there, which is hooked to that wheel, which drives that gear there, which drives the big gear, and that pulls it up.
And you know what I'm impressed about?
What?
You didn't read anything. You just worked it out for yourself.
I've told you that.
You worked it out for yourself.
It's well known. Don't read. Okay, so morning everyone. So Dena was just asking me how does this all work. This is a steam engine here which produces the power. It turns that big wheel there with that gear. You can see the gear wheel there on there, and that gear wheel turns this big drive wheel over here. So that hooks onto that gear there, and that drives that big wheel, and there was a belt on that wheel there that then went across to this stamper, which would have obviously been facing that wheel, and there would have been a big pulley on here which turns that shaft, and you can see the cams on there. As that shaft turns, the cams lift those stoppers up, and as the cam goes past it, they just come down and crush up the rock. I don't know whether it's open on the other side. Have a look over there. Yeah, there you go. So those pistons you can see sitting on the wood down there. I don't know whether you can see it with the camera, but they go up, and then they fall and just crush the rock and everything else in there, so they can get the whatever mineral that they want out of it.
It was silver, lead, and gold,
right,
and tin.
There
they
you
mined
go.
here.
So yeah. So that was
Silver,
made,
lead,
and that was that
tin
big
and gold.
wheel I was saying was made in Australia. That's pretty amazing. It was portable, so they made it so that it could be moved, so they could drag that steam engine with horses to make it movable, so that they could put it wherever they wanted it to use it. So it was all, yeah.
Yeah, big gold rush.
Yeah.
And all the other mining.
Interesting how they used to do stuff. I mean, imagine making that. Look at that. Look at the thickness of that.
Yeah.
Like, that's just all solid steel. Look at my hand. Massive.
Steve loves all this stuff. Okay, so I think there's a fair bit to see around here. So we're going to go to the information centre and get some info about it all.
We could possibly get some money out there. Bank of New South Wales.
Oh yeah, have a look. Wow, Bank of New South Wales.
I think you just spent your duties in here now.
Oh yeah, it's a toilet. Oh, that's funny, Steve. It's a toilet. That's where you... Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're at the Croydon Visitor Information Centre. They've got a true blue mining experience.
Yeah, it looks interesting.
There's a tin man. All right, let's go and check it out, Steve.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely, we like this sort of stuff, don't we? But we don't like digging for gold.
You do. You do. I'm not all that keen on it. So let's go and have a look in here.
Ooh, it's cool in here.
It's nice. Nice and cool.
Very good. This is really good, Steve.
There's a movie going on in there. Hear that? We're going to have a look at that later. Movie going on in there.
Wow. Wow. So this is a replica of an old miner's lodge.
Look how low the awnings are.
Yeah.
Like they're low. But actually it's quite cool in here, isn't it, really?
It is cool.
Consider it's about probably 30 degrees, over 30 degrees outside.
The windows are low, but heat rises, so...
Yeah, and they've got high roofs, so that probably helps. Oh look, honey, there's a bedroom in there. You can have a little kip if you want for a while. Move
Have a nan and that.
Move him over a bit.
Oh, how rough.
Yeah. Dirt floors. Here's the kitchen in here.
No, the kitchen's here, I think. Yeah. And stove.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
So that must be the barbecue out there.
Oh, the Barbie.
Oh, no barbecue.
I don't think Barbies were invented back then.
Oh, well, what's that?
The outside kitchen. And there's a dunny. This is good here at the Croydon Information Centre, and it's all free. Got lots of interesting stuff to look at.
I like the bumper bar on the old Bedford. They've used it. Whether that's original or not, I don't know. But they've used a leaf spring. Dena was just asking me how this works. So basically, there's a fire up there that they keep stoking to get it hot. The water boils, and then the steam off the water comes down and it drives this piston here. And as the piston gets driven in and out, that's the end of your piston shaft there. So that pushes this lever back and forward, which then turns those two wheels, and that drives you. That's what drives your engine.
Drives the train.
That's what drives it, yeah. So that piston there, and there's probably one on the other side as well. It's probably a piston both sides. I'd love to go over and have a look at the main town with all those old buildings, the jailhouse and all that stuff. Do the night one where they reckon you could possibly wake up a ghost.
Find a ghost at the police station where the jail used to be at the back.
Which you're right into.
That's where we're going tonight. Okay, so we've had a good time checking out the information centre. They had a really good little 17-minute movie in there. They had
Free?
they had a little hologram in there of this guy
Talking.
giving you
Yeah, it was good.
the rundown. So I found out that Croydon used to be a vast cattle station owned by someone called Croydon, so this town was named after him, and that was all before they discovered gold. So it used to be cattle farming. They had the big gold rush.
And it was major. It was a major town. They had
It was-
36, when it was Burman, they had 36 pubs here. 36
hotels. The Chinese came and grew all their veggies and goods and things like that. The town grew quite big. There's only about 200 people living here now. But then the gold rush disappeared, they all left. And now it's just back to being a cattle stations area. So there you go.
Okay.
So they've still got some of the old heritage buildings here, and see all those lights? They're replicas, these lanterns, but there's two original ones in front of the courthouse. These are the replicas. But there's plenty to see here. This is the police sergeant's residence. In 1886, the Croydon Gold Rush began. Croydon used to be the fourth largest Queensland town. Charters Towers was the second one. So in its heyday, there used to be 6,500 to 7,000 people living here
Yes.
during the gold rush, including all the Chinese.
Compared to now where there's 200.
Yeah. Okay, so where are we off to, Steve?
Can't have the jailhouse.
You told me to go to see the jailhouse and
Keep the camera rolling.
keep the camera rolling, apparently.
come to let me out? Or have you bought me lunch? That could do with a decent meal, I could. Anyway, the name's Dundee. Ended up here in Croydon. Went looking for adventure, and before I knows it, they had me done on a charge of theft. Yeah, they put me in a cell in 1887, but I was never alone. There was no end to vagabonds, troublemakers and the like back then. Squeezed us into 2 cells, they did. Then, in 1892, they moved us into only one and did the other one up for the coppers to live in. Yeah, choice neighbours they was. In 1915, a windstorm wrecked the lock-up and the stockade fence was torn down and sheets of iron and battens scattered in the winds. Really smashed up it was, made a mess of the place. Well, they sold the timber and anything else they could salvage because of the gold running out.
So this building is a former police station, but I don't think you can go inside because they're
Doing
fixing
renovations or something,
things up.
Fixing it up.
Maintenance. Oh, coffins.
Oh, wow.
Are they?
Yeah, coffins.
I mean, they're really real coffins.
Yeah, they're real, yeah. Well, that would have been interesting to go around and have a look in
Big safe in there.
there. Yeah.
I so didn't expect all this stuff to look at here.
I didn't actually think there was anything here. I thought there was just a servo and a little cafe and that was it.
It was just sort of somewhere to stop on the way
To Normanton.
to Normanton, but what a place to stop. So good. But this is the courthouse here. The old courthouse. How amazing. This is all free as well.
Yeah, it's
You
fantastic.
don't have to pay.
Welcome to the Croydon Courthouse. Could you please move forward and sit in either the jury benches on your left or the solicitor's bench on your right? While you're getting comfortable, I'd like to tell you a little about this remarkable building. The contractors, Edward and James Headland, built it in 1887 for the princely sum of £1,875. Although at the time of construction, it was decided to extend the building to incorporate the offices of the mining board, and this increased the price by an additional £200. The last court was held here in 1926, and the building was acquired by the council in 1961 in derelict condition. It was restored in 1980, and all of the furniture you see, including the judge's bench, the defendant's box, the witness stand, and the jury benches, are original.
Be quiet. The court is in session. Order. Order. Thank you.
We have Mrs. Elizabeth Brown in the dock today, Your Honour, on the charge of drunk and disorderly.
I'm innocent, sir. I'm sober as a judge. My lord?
Mrs. Brown, may I remind you that you're in court? No, not even me would use language like that in this court.
Language? What? Language?
That was so good. They have a recording of a
Real court case.
a real court case. So good. They've done such a good job here. So we're going to come back tonight because apparently it's different things to experience at night time. So
Yeah, it's lit
we'll
up.
come back. So we thought we'd come out just before it goes dark to have a look at all the street lights, all the lanterns down the street here. And there's also, we've been advised to go and hunt for the ghost that lives in the prison cell. So we're going to have a little look around there. We'll dodge all the kangaroos. The kangaroos are just everywhere, just hopping around the town, aren't they, Steve?
Yeah, they're everywhere.
This is really nice, isn't it? Really nice. How they've got all the buildings lit up and all the lights down. The sun's just about gone down. What do you reckon, Steve?
Yeah, it's nice. Really nice.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Really nice place.
It really is. Okay, we're coming up to the prison cell. See if there's any ghosts in here. I'm a bit scared. Oh. Oh.
It's mine, I tell you. Oh, jeez. Oh, I wasn't expecting visitors. How are they? Look, don't worry about me. I'm harmless, I am. This is not my first night in this cell. I've been here on more than one occasion. For overindulging in the old amber liquids and generally making a nuisance of myself. But this time it's different. Stepped up my criminality on you. One from which there's no coming back.
Well, there's still a lot more to see in Croydon, so join us next week as we spend a few more days delving into this fascinating little town before we continue our journey towards Karumba in the Gulf of Carpentaria. Well, once again, thanks for watching our video, guys.
And please like and subscribe and give us a thumbs up. That would be fantastic.
Awesome. We'll see you in the next one.
Thank you.